Thank you, panel, and good morning, everybody. I'll be talking about formal teaching of soft skills, whether it is a must or it is an optional thing to do. So, first of all, the big question we have to ask uh, is it even in our control to teach soft skills to someone? And why is it that we call such skills as soft skills? The preceding speaker talked about a number of soft skills. You know, the list is never ending. You can keep on searching for soft skills and you will get so many words which you have never heard of, so many things that you need to understand what those are actually. So, what are soft skills? First we have to know. This is an abstract list what I got while preparing this presentation. So a few of the soft skills mentioned here, like empathy, compassion, integrity, curiosity, they are innate traits and they are a part of your upbringing and the parenting which you have received. So these are the traits which are there in your personality right from the beginning. Take an example of empathy. When do you start learning empathy? You teach empathy to your 2-year-old son when you tell him not to kill an ant. He asks you why. You tell him because it feels pain. So you're indirectly telling him that you feel the pain what an ant feels. That is empathy. So that's where the teaching of soft skills starts. There are a few other soft skills like dependability, creativity, flexibility, innovation. They come with your further life during your training days. So they are also formed as a part of your personality. Other soft skills like leadership, teamwork, problem solving, conflict resolution, they are learnt and developed with practice and with experience. So how do we teach soft skills? Through lectures, demonstrations, bedside, or in OPD. It's very hard to find out a point where to start thinking on how do we teach soft skills. Let's make the question easier. How do we learn soft skills? How did you learn soft skills? So the point which I am trying to make is soft skills are not to be taught. They are self-learned. So self-learning is the process through which we get the soft skills what we need to have. And it is not in our control to teach soft skills to someone. Soft skills have always been a part of our PG training. You all know that residents do learn soft skills during their training, and it is unknowingly a part of our curriculum. It is just that the soft skills cannot be taught through lectures and the demonstrations, and they are learnt only through observations, looking what is happening around. So just taking an example of empathy, suppose a 70-year-old patient comes to you and he's suffering from say AMD both eyes, and he's having decreased vision because of that, and he explains to you that he has been a teacher all of his life and he has been teaching students all of his life. Now he's retired, and because of his condition he cannot even read a single paper now. He needs help in reading also, and he tells you this and he breaks down in front of you. So at that point, just a simple sentence coming from you that I understand your problem, sir, I'll do whatever I can to help you. So just simply listening to the patient's problem will go a long way, because these are the things which this patient cannot share with others. It's only you to whom he will share this thing. So simply active listening and implying that you understand will go a long way. Confidence in speaking will come along with knowledge. The more you read, the more knowledge you attain, the more you will be confident in speaking, the more confident you will be while advising a treatment to the patient, while advising a surgery to the patient. Few more words: creativity, curiosity, learning through observation, taking calculated risk. We all go through all these learning of these soft skills during our PG period. Creativity, when you tell your PG resident to make a presentation, you give him 10 days and you tell him you do a research and prepare whatever you can and present this topic in a class. So he will go and research the topic, do whatever he can. He will try to explain the audience by however ways he can. So that's creativity. Curiosity, the more you read, the more curious you are. So, and you always encourage your PGs to ask questions to you. Learning through observation. Most of the skills which we get in OPD, we get from our seniors. Taking calculated risks. Suppose you get a canalicular tear in emergency trauma, and the first year resident is there on duty. He will think that, okay, can I do it or not? Maybe he knows, but he does not have the necessary skills. He calls up the second year resident and he says, okay, I'll be there, you start it. So that's where he gains that confidence that he can take that risk. If he's not able to do, senior is there, he'll come and do it. So that's where you learn how to take calculated risks. Coming to problem solving, you start doing surgeries in your final year, you make some complications, and then you have a senior or maybe a resident or your teacher with you. They will tell you how to manage those complications. So these are the problem solving skills which you get during your residency period. Teamwork. Suppose you are organizing a meet in your department, your hospital, you give him some part of the organization process, and he will learn during that process. Innovation is out of the box thinking. It is the residents only which can have an out of the box thinking, because they don't have that much of bookish knowledge that seniors do have, we have. They are the real people who can really think out of the box. So the reason why such skills are known as soft skills is because they cannot be explained through traditional hard ways of teaching. Learning of a soft skill is a continuous process. Teaching of soft skill doesn't need to be active. It is a spontaneous passive process. It is learning through observation. It is a continuous and endless process, and it is a part of your life. It starts from the age of 1.5 or 2 years, and it goes on and on. It never ends. It has always been a part of our current teaching model of PG training. So soft skills need not be taught, because soft skills are self-learned. So coming to the topic once again, teaching of soft skills, must versus optional. Do we really have a choice? Is it really in our control? I leave the point to you. Thank you.
So we'll have a discussion on